Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Arsenal dealing fresh transfer blow as next Cristiano Ronaldo set for £12.8 million transfer move, and then we're going to look at Arsenal must act fast as Borussia Dortmund name price for Julian Brandt transfer. So the first transfer headline states that Arsenal dealt fresh transfer blow as next Cristiano Ronaldo set for £12.8 million transfer move. So the reports are stating that the Gunners have been linked to the Brazilian in the past, but could be set to miss out on yet another transfer with their Premier League rivals in pursuit. After missing out on Emiliano Buendia to Aston Villa earlier this summer, Arsenal could be set to be frustrated by another Midlands club in their search for recruits. According to Abola, Arsenal's Premier League rivals Wolverhampton Wanderers look set to sign former Gunners target Kaio Jorge this summer. Mikel Arteta's men have been linked with the Brazilian wonder kid in the past, with reports earlier suggesting that Edu was aiming to replicate his trick with Gabriel Martinelli by bringing a promising Brazilian to the Emirates Stadium. At the age of just 18, Kaio has forged his reputation with Santos and has scored 6 goals in 21 matches in all competitions this year. This after netting 5 goals throughout the 2020 edition of the Copa Libertadores, the South American equivalent of the Champions League, as the Brazilian outfit reached the final. His talents have been widely recognized in his homeland, having already been compared to Cristiano Ronaldo. It is reported that Wolves have tabled a £30 million offer for the striker in an effort to bring him to Molineux, with his contract set to expire at the end of the calendar year. News of the bid will be of course be bad news for the Gunners, who may need to bring in attacking recruits this season. After netting just 55 goals last season, the lowest since 1995, Arsenal could be set to lose a couple of their main attacking threats. French forward Alexandre Lacazette could be sold this summer in order for the Gunners to finance their own arrivals. Meanwhile, captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is reportedly under consideration by Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel. Arsenal have already been linked with Kaio's countryman Yuri Alberto this summer as well. So it looks like Arsenal dealt fresh transfer blow as next Cristiano Ronaldo set for £12.8 million transfer move. And Kaio Jorge is someone that Arsenal have been linked with in the past, and he was seen as a top transfer target by Edu as someone that could replicate the same Gabriel Martinelli transfer in the form of Kaio Jorge. And when it comes to Kaio Jorge, he is someone that is very good when it comes to his goal scoring prowess, and he's someone that can also operate as a second striker or someone that can also play in that number 10 position as well. So he's very versatile, like we can already see with Gabriel Martinelli. He's someone that can play on the left side, he can play on the right, he can play up front. So he is someone that can follow the footsteps of Gabriel Martinelli at the Gunners. But Wolverhampton Wanderers are ready to make that bid for Kaio Jorge, and they are ready to bring him to their stadium. They're ready to bring them to the Molineux. So this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Arsenal must act fast as Borussia Dortmund name price for Julian Brandt transfer. So the reports are stating that the Gunners may have to beat Serie A outfit Lazio to the signature of the Dortmund star as interest in the midfielder continues to grow. It is common knowledge that creative midfielder remains Mikel Arteta's priority as he looks to oversee a huge Arsenal rebuild, and he may have to fend off interest from Italy to secure one of his targets. The Gunners endured a dismal campaign as Mikel Arteta guided Arsenal to a second successive 8th place finish in his first full season at the helm. In a bid to rectify that slump, Arsenal prowling the transfer market for players in a number of positions to try and mount a serious charge for a top 4 finish next season. While a deal for Anderlecht star Sambi Lokonga appears to be all but done, the defensive midfielder seen as a potential partner for last year's marquee signing Thomas Partey, the Gunners remain lacking in the attacking midfield department. Borussia Dortmund talent Julian Brandt was identified as a potential target for Arsenal in January, but a deal failed to materialise and Mikel Arteta opted to take Real Madrid sensation Martin Ødegaard on loan instead. Martin Ødegaard impressed so much during a 6-month stint, even notching a goal against fierce rivals Tottenham Hotspur, that Mikel Arteta was keen on keeping the Norwegian around on a permanent basis. However, parent club Real Madrid remained firm in their desire to see him return to the Santiago Bernabeu, and Martin Ødegaard's days in North London appear to be numbered. As a result, Julian Brandt has emerged as a target for the Gunners once again, having failed to reach the heights he once did for Bayer Leverkusen while at Dortmund. According to Sky Italy, Lazio have entered the race for Julian Brandt in what would be unwelcome news to the Arsenal hierarchy, who could now miss out on yet another attacking midfielder. The German international was purchased by Borussia Dortmund in 2019 for around 50 million euros, but Dortmund are rumoured to be willing to let the 25-year-old leave for half of that price. However, even with such a drastic reduction, Lazio could struggle to stump up the required funds, having not forked out 25 million euros on a player since Christian Fieri in 1999. In stark contrast, Arsenal reportedly being backed with as much as £250 million in transfer funds, as owners KSC placed their faith in Mikel Arteta to lure the right profile of player to the Emirates. It is likely Arsenal will be able to comfortably meet Dortmund's valuation of the star, who could be plying his trade in the Premier League as soon as next season. So it looks like Arsenal must act fast as Borussia Dortmund name price for Julian Brandt transfer, and it looks like Arsenal will face competition with Lazio over a €25 million signing in the form of Julian Brandt, and with Mikel Arteta searching for that creative midfielder, someone that could be that long-term replacement for Mesut Ozil, it could be the form of Julian Brandt, even though he has had a poor season with Borussia Dortmund and he has never really hit those stats that he did with Leverkusen in that one season, which made him move from Bayer Leverkusen to Borussia Dortmund in the first place. But will Julian Brandt be able to adapt to the Premier League and really make Mikel Arteta have a good number 10? So we will have to wait and see how Arsenal will use the summer transfer window in the end. Make sure you check out the FA Cup poster using the special link I have put below in the description, and smash that like button to see if you can reach 20 likes. Also, subscribe for more daily Arsenal news videos and click one of the latest videos on the screen, and I'll see you there.